touches upon certain constitutional issues. In a landmark move, Uttar Pradesh bans caste-based political rallies. So you can't take signs that aggrandize one caste over the other to political rallies. It removes caste references from police records and clamps down on divisive signage and social media posts. Yes, viewers, caste references even in police records, public spaces are banned. FIRs and memos will no longer mention caste for identification. A court directive paved the way for this policy. It wasn't something that was pulled out of the hat by Yogi Adityanath. The court said remove caste of accused from police records so there is no stigmatization. Ban on signages, posters that glorify certain castes should be removed so that doesn't create divisions in society and a feeling of supremacy. Ban on caste-based political rallies so that you don't constantly perpetuate caste over unity and vote bank. Monitor social media for caste-based messages so that there is no hate. Take action if any caste is glorified or denigrated. Exceptions to be allowed for cases under SC/ST Act. In those, because it is pertinent to mention the crime against the caste, you can do so. The court's directive now finds full expression in policy promoting social cohesion, fairer politics, and a vision of a casteless society. Viewers, however, there are some people who have come out and said that this is a complete assault on lower castes and their ability to raise their voice. Is this a bold step towards national unity, or does it risk marginalizing OBCs and Dalits? Can politics finally move beyond vote bank tactics? And will Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh accept the shift or continue playing caste cards? And should we really be lauding Yogi and perhaps even Prime Minister Modi, who might have actually been in on this, for trying to put country above caste? Let's ask those questions. I want to first start with the SP representative on our show, Tariq Khan Saab. Why is your political party opposed to this move, sir?
Listen, first of all, CM should understand that if you are against the caste system, you yourself have to understand all these things first of all. Why Akhilesh ji's house was clean when it has been evacuated at that time? Why the mandir was clean when he went over there? Why of a particular caste in Lakhimpur out of 27, 15 had been appointed? So these are the few of the questions, and this is caste system. You are about to do a caste census. In that, you'll go every house and ask about caste. That means when you will have to fulfill your political agenda, you're okay with that. And if a slogan that is PDA that had benefit Samajwadi Party in last Lok Sabha election, you just have fear of that people of backward class, of SC, of minorities has realized that BJP is not working for them. So that's why Yogi Adityanath has been compelled by the power of PDA to make such type of move. And if he really believes that, so he should work on the if evil still exists in society and what action he is taking for that as well. He should come forward and tell that these are the ABC 3 action of the government to overcome, because caste system exists in India since last 5,000 years. So just by doing all these things, you will not be able to equalize everybody. Still, we have thousands, hundreds of cases which tells us that there has been any type of inequality has been done with SCs, with OBCs.
No, but I want to understand from you, why is it necessary to come up with a formulation like PDA? which is Pichhda, Dalit, Adivasi, is it not exclusivist, sir? Does it not exclude others? Do you not represent anyone else?
Why to have a reservation for backward? Then you should be against backward reservation as well. You are saying that we should scrap all these type of reservations.
No, I'm only asking you.
I'll take on behalf of
CNN. No, because one second, Mr. Khan.
I'll take on behalf of CNN.
No, I want to understand one thing. When you come out and say we represent PDA interests, which is Pichhda, Dalit, Adivasi interests, do you represent Brahmin interests?
No. Yes.
No. Freudian slip, viewers.
A means agla.
Freudian slip there. No.
A means agla. Akhilesh ji already said.
It came out.
A means agla.
No, sir.
A means agla.
You said Pichhda, Dalit, Adivasi is the formulation. Am I wrong?
Alpsankyak. Adivasi nahi.
Okay, Alpsankyak. So where is the agla in this?
Agla. A means agla as well. A means
which is left to the imagination.
Well. It's not
which is left to the imagination.
Viewers, it's not being said by me.
Okay.
It's being said by Akhilesh ji.
Fair enough. ठीक है. चलो, आपकी बात मान लेते. Let me bring in Sharad Trivedi साहब. Sharad Trivedi, are you today denying certain caste groups an opportunity to voice their interests?
Well, in the process of becoming secular, Samajwadi Party did not remain communal and could not become secular. I would like to emphasize that Shuddhikaran or cleaning of the house or cleaning of the temple is done on a daily basis. Whenever a person shifts to a new house, and especially with Yogi Adityanath, the cleaning process had to be done. That's a very normal process in Hindu religion. So they are not aware probably of the intricacies of Hindu religion. That is the reason why Samajwadi Party comes out with this. The other thing is this PDA is originally the BDA of Congress. BDA was Brahman, Dalit and Alpsankyak. You divide Hindus among Brahmins and Dalits and Alpsankyak. The minority has to be maintained united. The commitment of the opposition parties to the SC, ST or OBC is to the extent that the three of the key members of Congress party. First was what happened to Bhimrao Ambedkar. Twice he was defeated by the Congress in the parliament. He was not even permitted to give a speech, which was a customary thing when a person moves out of the parliament. The second thing, what they did with Babu Jagjeevan Ram, he was another stalwart who was a Dalit leader in Congress. He had to leave the party.
Look, Mr. Trivedi, that's a slightly different issue. I understand that maybe you're saying they don't represent, they don't walk the talk. I understand that. But I want to ask you, by banning any caste-based rallies, there are people who are saying that you're denying the backward classes a voice to raise their issues.
We have been instrumental in the caste-based reservation. We have been instrumental in giving the OBC Commission constitutional statutory status. We have been instrumental in getting more and more castes within the ambit of this reservation policy. We are the people who have been to break the caste system.
No, but why continue that? No, hang on. I want to ask you, why continue the caste-based reservation? Aren't you crustifying identity? Why don't you go for merit-based?
No, there are people who cannot come above a certain level, which has been historically they've been put in that place. They cannot come unless there is some kind of a government assistance, unless they are being given the measure to come up to that level that they can fight on equal terms. They are not even on equal terms. They have to be brought to the level of equal terms.
So when you apply for a job, it's okay to state your caste and get that job on the basis of your caste, but you cannot call for a vote on the basis of your caste. I don't understand this. Can you explain?
No. Fighting election, like we have done, the other parties are doing social engineering. We are doing social delivering. We are not, the caste is nowhere when we are delivering the government.
No, but your leaders always say they've done so much work for this caste and that caste, and your alliances are also formed on caste basis. You have in Bihar, for example, you have at least 5 castes that have been stitched together. After all, are you telling me that Nitish Kumar is such a great governor of a state and administrator that you can't do without him? His record is terrible right now. In fact, one of your own constituents in the NDA actually criticized him. And we are talking about Mr. Paswan. So why do you have an alliance with Nitish Kumar?
We want every person. We don't belong to any particular caste. We are not supporting any religion or caste or any other system. The only system that we are following is that every person who is a citizen of India
Okay.
is our voter. Every
Okay.
person who he has to be brought to the level that he can fight on equal terms.
Okay,
So
so
to get
Dr.
into the system,
Ranganathan,
we have
what do
to
you make of this? What do you make of this argument?
I'm at loss of words because I cannot admire the politicians more. Honestly, it is the art of denying hypocrisy when you have surpassed being hypocritical. I mean, every political party wins elections, gives tickets, fights elections on the basis of detailed caste survey, caste representation, giving tickets to caste. BJP from Karnataka, Lingayat, all the communities to Bihar, when you have Bhumihar vote, I mean, they aligned with Apna Dal, that is exclusively, without saying so, for the Kurmis. The point I'm trying to make is it is a great step. I agree with it. But then please don't be hypocritical. And finally, to my dear friend Sharad Ji, who I really respect a lot, he's a BJP spokesperson, when he says, yes, we give reservations to uplift the marginalized and the underprivileged, well and good. I congratulate you. But do you agree with Sharad Ji, do you agree with Dr. Ambedkar, who said that such reservation should be given for a limited period of time? Yes or no?
This has to be increased because the target that was set by Dr. Ambedkar has not been reached. The limitation was to enable the people reach the level that they could compete on equal terms. We have not reached that level. The trouble here, the reason why we are welcoming this judgment is what Samajwadi Party did was that they tracked down the caste of the Pulwama martyrs. Dr. Ram Gopal Verma, Ram Gopal Yadav, he tracked down the caste of Honorable, one of the top strategists of India, Air Marshal Bharti. That is the problem. The problem is not the government sanctioned reservation. The problem is not the help that these people are getting because they cannot.
So you're saying that this will prevent the weaponization of caste in politics. That's what you're suggesting. Okay, let me ask that of Tariq Khan. Tariq Khan Saab, you are in alliance with Rahul Gandhi, who was asking everybody to name the caste of their maliks. What has that got anything to do with anything?
Why we have a reservation?
No, why? Was he trying to create whip up hate against a particular bunch of people?
No.
Obviously,
no.
he was.
No. Listen, give me 20 seconds. Why our lawmaker make reservation based on caste? Why?
No, sir, answer the question I asked you.
We had years of discrimination based on caste. Why it's not based on your salary, on your pocket? Why it's not based on?
Viewers, look, I am
That's
not sitting here.
because we have
One second,
years
Mr.
of discrimination.
Khan, I am trying to understand what is the objection.
Question to him.
Yes.
Does Islam, does Tariq Saab, does Islam have castes?
Then what to do with Islam? Means why you are bringing Islam?
No, I'll tell you why. Because people who convert to
Samajwadi.
Islam still want their, hang on, and when they convert to Christianity, they still want their quotas.
So easy.
They still want. Anyhow, the point is not that. The point is yours fundamentally. I mean, that is an important point also. Everyone plays the caste card. Why, viewers? And there is no exception here. Everyone does because they want to ensure traction with a captive vote bank. And that's how they do the math. 30% here, 10% there, 15% there, and grand total 55%, and you go home winning the election. Do you have a responsibility to the 45% that didn't vote for you? You don't really, viewers, and that's why you have uneven growth in this country. Because one dispensation comes and services only those it considers its voters. That needs to change. That is perhaps one of the reasons why there is an attempt being made to at least take out caste from viewers' politics. If religion can be removed, why can't caste? Supreme Court gave a lengthy, long judgment on how religion and politics should not mix. Every time viewers, someone says Jai Shri Ram, these people go bonkers. But it's okay to say Jai Bhim. Think about these things, viewers, because you at the end of the day are playing the identity card. You have to be consistent, as Dr. Ranganathan said. Let all be consistent. Then we can have a conversation. You can't say that, listen, we'll convert out of Hinduism because it's not good for the lower caste. But then when you go to the next faith, you also then take your emoluments from the state saying, no, but we are still OBCs. How does that work, viewers? Think about that.